Welcome our guest this morning, Miss Jacqui Chu, who is a long-time advocate of technology startups. I've known Jacqui for many years now, and she was very instrumental in leading all the tech startup initiative at Georgia Tech Incubators. And today, Jacqui is joining us to share with us her new effort with TEDx Atlanta. Jacqui, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Lee. It's been fantastic. Thank you for having me this morning. I'm super excited to be here.
Great. And Jacqui is the principal organizer and licensee for TEDx Atlanta. And TEDx Atlanta has a huge program and a huge webinar actually coming up in April. Jacqui, would you like to share with our audience what TEDx Atlanta has in plan?
Yes, most excitedly and most definitely, we are super excited. So first of all, there are a few things that your viewers need to know about TEDx Atlanta. We are an all-volunteer organization. Everyone on the planning team is doing this 100% pro bono. They're all professionals. Many of them are small business owners, just like I am, and entrepreneurs, as well as working in corporations. So they are lending their time because they believe in the power of ideas and how ideas, when set free in the world and shared with a wide variety of people, can really change the world and make this place just a better one for us and our children. So as Lee mentioned, our 2021 event is coming up April 16th. So really easy to remember. It's right after Tax Day. And it is more than a webinar, I like to say. There are going to be 12 speakers, and they're going to be interactive. This is going to be a very interactive session. It will go, the show will go from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you're wondering, wow, this is such a long time, and how boring would it be to just sit there and listen to these speakers? Well, in true TEDx style, we have added many, many interactive elements for those that want to have a more of a hands-on experience virtually. And then also, clearly, for the people who prefer to just watch at home on their screens from their home office, absolutely that's possible too. So what we've done is we have curated 12 speakers from across industries, from a neuroscientist to an artist who creates beautiful, large-scale sculptures and art made completely out of plastic trash. You have to see it to believe it. Her work is amazing. And so we have this big, huge continuum of speakers, and they're going to be divided into 3 blocks throughout the day. Between those blocks, for instance, the show starts at 9, so everyone logs in at 9 a.m. They'll have the opportunity to network on a video basis, one-to-one with each other. We have a platform called Hop In that we're hosting this entire conference that allows for that. Furthermore, those of you who are Qigong fans and those of you who are yoga fans, we will have 5 instructors, 2 Qigong instructors and 3 yoga instructors who are going to be leading their own individual online yoga sessions, Qigong sessions from 9:15 to 9:45. And then the show starts, the official spoken program starts, and we start with the first speaker program. We go on for about 15 minutes, and then we break. And during this break, we are going to have interactive workshops. So if you heard a speaker that you thought was really interesting and you want to find out more, well, at TEDx Atlanta, you'll be able to go into a virtual room to interact with that speaker directly. And that speaker is just like an attendee. They're going to be at the conference all day. So if you don't catch them during their dedicated Ask a Speaker, you can catch them on a one-to-one video during the day. The second type of workshop we call a discovery session workshop, and we will have 5 of those throughout the day. So in addition to the Qigong, the yoga, the Ask a Speaker, we have this third interactive workshop, and there's going to be 5. And to include that, we have a lady who is going to teach us how to tell when a piece of news on social media is true or false, and how to get rid of that from our Facebook, from our Twitter. So for those of you who get lots and lots of spam on social media, this will be really helpful. And we also will have an award-winning photographer who's one of the speakers. He's going to be leading a workshop on how to take better photos with your phone. So that could be better family photos, better dog photos, just better photos with your phone. And this is all part and parcel of the price of $35 for the entire day. So we are making it super affordable for everyone. And if you want to make this a family affair, we have a student and a nonprofit rate of $18. So all of that can be bought at TEDxAtlanta.com, TEDxAtlanta.com, and there's a button that says buy your tickets. And when you click through, you will see the special pricing. This special pricing of $35 for adults, $18 for nonprofits and students, that's only good for this week. So this entire week, it is our welcome spring week. And so this is special pricing for this week only. So definitely take advantage of it. Make this a family affair. Attend it with your children. I promise you, in the 11, 12 years that we have been hosting TEDx Atlanta, we have had parents bring their teenage kids that generally don't want to have anything to do with their parents. And we've had them bring their teenage kids, and they've had a really good time at the end of the day. And the parents tell us that the content and the speakers were so great, and the activities were so much fun, and it transcended all ages, that they were able to do these things and share an experience with their teenagers and have something common to talk about. So we're super excited with the lineup this year, and we hope you'll join us.
Okay, this sounds pretty exciting. And quick question on the programming itself. Will it be taped? And because it's such a long sessions, not everyone are able to follow minute by minute the programming, and they may skip out after a couple hours, and then when they'll come back and rejoin it. But some of the missed session, will they be available for later viewing at their luxury with their registration passes?
So the good news is for the for all TEDx Atlanta speakers, we have the video will be on the TEDx Global YouTube channel, and that will be uploaded and go live between 6 and 8 weeks after April 16th.
I see.
And that is, so once the speakers speak, that talk will be uploaded, it will be shared. So we send the video footage to Big TED. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with TEDx and the whole TEDx movement, we're actually the local chapter of a global organization called TED, and it's capital letters TED, and it stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. And that is a global ideas innovation conference that happens every single year. That is very different in pricing. The main conference, when it's in person, is $8,500.
Wow.
It's 4 days. It's 4 days, but they will only allow 1,500 people. And just to give you a sense, Bill Gates is a regular. Harold Brown, the former Prime Minister of England, he spoke and he's a regular. There are Frank Gehry, for those of you who are architecture fans, the famous architect, he's a regular. So you have this, it's a very, very star-studded crowd. So we have a local chapter. And so at our conferences, the networking is also fabulous. So I urge you, even if you can't make it to the entire day, to try and find the blocks that you can make it. I would say that to get the most value for your money, if you are able to, if you are a manager, this is a fantastic day to have your team watch with you and for it to be a team building day. So we've already created content. We've created the virtual experience for you. And because this is all about ideas and knowledge and inspiration, it is perfect for team building if you are a manager of a team. And it doesn't matter if it's 30 people or 3 people. We've also had people, companies from Waffle House to Intercontinental Hotels, those kinds of brands. They have made TEDx Atlanta conference their team building day for many, many years now. So we hope that you'll be able to do the same if you're a manager of a team.
Okay. Can you share with us a name or the person that will be your keynote presenter for this year's program for TEDx Atlanta?
And we believe that good ideas come from everywhere and anyone, and all good ideas are equal. So we do not have keynote speakers. And just like in many other conferences, the keynote speakers would come in, they'll speak, and then they leave. And it feels very, they're so superior, and I'm an attendee, and I don't get to, I'm somehow not as smart. We believe that we are equal, we are humans. This is a human experience, and so we will have no keynote speakers. There's never been a keynote speaker at Big TED, at the main TED conference. There's not a keynote speaker at any TEDx event in the world, and we have 3,500, 3,800 events every year that happen all over the world, from Tokyo to Shenzhen to Jakarta to Kuala Lumpur. So it's a really broad spectrum. So having said that, I know, Lee, you want to know who some of the speakers are. So I will tell you, I am particularly excited about a speaker named John Lanier. He is the grandson of Ray Anderson. And for those of you who don't know Ray Anderson, he passed in earlier this decade, but he is a pioneer in the green business. He was the CEO and chairman of Interface, the flooring, sort of the innovation flooring carpet company. And he made it his goal to make carpet industry, his business, which is a very environmentally polluting business, a clean business. And he paved the way for many other CEOs to build a good business and protect the environment or respect the environment. So John Lanier is his grandson, and John Lanier will be talking about a really exciting initiative happening here in the state of Georgia, that when we are all Georgians join in, and there's a role for every single Georgian to join in this movement, Georgia will lead in climate change. We will lead in climate change. So that is super, super exciting. I'm really excited that he will be speaking this year. The other speaker is a lady named Ebony Glover. And she's at Kent State University. She is a researcher there and a neuroscientist. Her talk is going to be fascinating. She's going to be talking about the field of post-traumatic stress syndrome. So everything that you thought you knew about PTSD. So most people think of PTSD as something that someone who went to war, came back from the war zone would come back with, and they would have nightmares. Well, she's going to show us how that isn't, those are not the only people who suffer from PTSD, and why it is so relevant today, given that we have just spent an entire year in 2020 in lockdown and in living in a state of uncertainty, and the stress that they cause to many people and families. So I'm very excited about what she has to say as well. So those are just 2 of the 12. There are 10 more. All their bios are on TEDxAtlanta.com. It's on the homepage. It's also where you can click the button to buy the tickets if you are so moved and convinced. So I hope that you join us, and I hope managers out there, I hope you bring your teams to join us.
Yes, we definitely will be joining the TEDx Atlanta, and look forward to the in-depth, programming that you have worked so hard to put together. But other than just out of curiosity, out of your regular annual conference that you're hosting, like the one in coming out April, what other activities that the organization, the local chapter, conducts on the regular basis? Can you share with our audience on that?
Most certainly. So we have a clubhouse, a TEDx Atlanta clubhouse. And so we will, once a week, once every 2 weeks, we will have a clubhouse talking about something that we usually will invite a speaker or a few experts to host. So you kind of need to follow us on Clubhouse, TEDx Atlanta on Clubhouse if you're already a member, and you'll see the events. And those are completely free. So those are tune in, join us for a discussion. We also have TED Circles. So to find out when the TED Circles are, the easiest thing to do is to join us on Facebook, join us on Meetup. And if you type in TEDx Atlanta, all one word, on both of those platforms, you will find our pages, because we will post what we call TED Circles. In fact, there's one coming up this Wednesday, a TED Circle. So you're probably wondering, what are TED Circles? So these are a small discussion group where there's some homework that you have to do before. And we watch a video ahead of time, a TED video, a TED Talk, and we come together, once again, in a small group, in a Zoom like this, to discuss what we learned, what we heard, our viewpoints and our opinions. And this is part of a global initiative by the TED conference. So there are TED circles all over the world, all over, I don't think there may be 1 or 2 others in Atlanta that, but there are not very many in Atlanta. So I'm hosting that, and there will be one coming up this Wednesday, and then another one in April. So this Wednesday, it's all about an interesting topic. It's all about consumption. We buy things, and the unintended consequences, unexpected consequences of the consumption culture. So it's kind of an interesting topic, and I would love y'all to join us. Once again, you can sign up on, if you go to Meetup and find TEDx Atlanta there, there's all the information. It will be a Zoom. It is completely free, but it's limited to 40 people, no more than that. And we most likely will close it out. Actually, sorry, it's limited to 20 people, and we will close it out, because this is a discussion format. There's no speaker. We are all equal in this. We're all going to bring our opinion and ideas. So Lee Wong, I expect to see you there.
Thank you for the invitation. All right, Jacqui, I know I have taken a lot of your precious time. I know you're very busy, and especially in the beginning of the week, and I'm sure your calendar is really lined up for the rest of the day. And thank you for sharing your ideas and insights to the upcoming programming. And we definitely will participate, and I hope our audience will also join you in the upcoming April 16 program. And thank you, Jacqui. And any final words and comments?
Well, if you haven't been to a TEDx Atlanta, give us a chance this year. I promise you it will be like no other webinar or Zoom conference that you have been a part of in the last 12 months. So go to TEDxAtlanta.com. I hope to see you. Get your ticket. Bring your team. Bring your kids. We'd love to see you.
Great. Thank you, Jacqui, and have a good rest of the week.
Thank you so much for having me, Lee.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.